That's word because you can't touch this. You can't touch this. Break it down. Stop. Hammer time.
Welcome to Talking Footy's pre-season special for 2013. I'm your host Sean, and with you today is someone new. Our regular co-host is gone. New replacement is the Rooster supporter, obviously, but we won't hold that against him. Say hello to my mate Brian.
Sean, it's great to be here. I brought my latte in anticipation for this.
As I can see.
But nevertheless, where is your mate Snotty? Where'd he go? You cut him? It's about time you cut him. Where is he?
Well, production staff has discussed this and we've thrown it out there. No, at the moment he's actually getting some testing done. But not the ASADA testing, no, more of the herpes kind.
Is that right?
Yeah, so well, good luck Dan. Hopefully you get a clean bill of health. But until then, Brian's definitely got your spot.
Well, mate, I don't have very big shoes to fill, so I reckon I'll do all right. But no, so back to the testing, not by ASADA. Are you sure that Daniel Peptide Pepsi-Cola Richards isn't on peptides? Well, I'm pretty sure his performance hasn't been very good at all last year. And
Pepsi-Cola
Pepsi-Cola Richards.
So there's all right.
There's a couple of flavours of Pepsi.
There is a couple of flavours. So you can go to diet now, the Pepsi Max, and now the Peptide Pepsi. Right, I'll keep an eye out on shelves, eh?
Anyway, back to business.
Back to the real business.
Right.
All right.
How are we doing?
Love it, mate. We'll start off with the first game that's been happening, the All-Star game. Good way to kick off the season. Another triumph, I reckon. The Indigenous All-Stars got up 32-6. Yeah, boys, I'm loving it.
Mate, it was a brilliant game. Benny Barber can't do anything wrong. He's absolutely brilliant. He's going to be great this year. But you would have been very happy, mate. Your brothers got up. Very happy about that, eh?
No, normally if it was this kind of time with Dan, I'd say something about being a white devil, but thanks to your skin colour...
What is a ghost, mate? What are you looking about? What is a ghost?
Forced to take the high road on this one. No, it was a really good game. Always a good thing to have the Indigenous boys play well. Not only that, it helps the community, but it was a good game.
It's the best win in, 3 years, I think?
Yeah, it's 2-2 now. The All-Stars won the last two with the Indigenous one from the first one, but a really good game. Biggest one out of that other than Ben Barber, though, is Reece Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
His form is on fire. The only half Lebanese, half Aboriginal man in history, bar his twin brother who's a Panthers player. We love you too, Travis. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, also looked good.
Who's that?
Obviously, Greggy Inglis. I thought he looked absolutely phenomenal. Palming people in the face as he does.
The man, he's got gifts to rugby league. We know this.
Look,
you saw the intro coming in for the show. He's on there twice. We could have had more, but I had to settle it down. But no, Reece Robinson, he's playing that well.
Yeah.
Keeps up form like the other night, and the form he showed last year. Higher rep honours are due. He's really playing well.
Yeah, right.
If any other club, he'd be starting fullback, but Josh Dugan's got his spot. But when Dugan's out, he's unreal.
Fair enough.
Ask any Supercoach person out there. Reece Robinson, superstar.
Yeah. Well, mate, I'm looking at you. You're wearing your Panthers jersey.
I am.
And what I'm thinking about is the scandal that's engulfed rugby league, engulfed Australian sport for that matter, for the last couple of weeks. Yeah. Now, you being the Panthers tragic that you are.
Yes.
Season ticket holder, I would assume. Member.
You'd assume correctly, yeah.
How do you feel about this, mate?
Mate, there's been some Lance Armstrong-esque doping allegations going on. Look, I'm going to have to say this. Gus Gould won't have to be sitting in front of Oprah discussing any of this stuff. I think it's a bit of a beat-up. But, especially in the Panthers case, because I'm telling you right now, there's been no improved performance by anybody. No Suns can help their last couple of seasons. So I think storming the teacup, election year, they're trying to really...
Election year. Who do you blame this on? Is it Julie Gillard's fault, is it?
Of course it is. Kevin Rudd wouldn't pull this shit.
Well, Kevin Rudd wouldn't. Nor would Malcolm Turnbull for that matter.
No.
It's just an Abbott Gillard conspiracy up there.
And neither would the Manly San Antonio. But getting away from it all, look, seriously, I don't think it's as widespread. I think that everyone was tarnished by this coming out. Wayne Bennett, Gus Gould, straight on the offensive.
I did very well with that, yeah.
Did very well.
Really good.
It is damage control because there's nothing actually damaging happened. Like all the allegations about the match fixing as well.
Yeah, that's right. Some Singaporean bloke, I think it was.
Yeah, apparently. But talk to Sportsbet, talk to TAB, talk to Centrebet, talk to 315 or
365. Talk to Samuel L. Jackson, mate. It's not that 365, it's Samuel L.
Yeah,
Jackson.
you are Samuel L. Jackson, mate. Talk to any of those companies.
You know you don't talk to though? Tom Waterhouse.
No, you don't
talk to. Talk to everybody else, not Tom Waterhouse. That bloke's a tosser. He's sitting watching you, mate. Go home.
Best thing about him is he's Luke Ricketson's married to his sister. That's about it. No, didn't you know that? Yeah.
Fair enough.
Anyhow, yeah, mate, ask on any of those people, they actually haven't been investigated whatsoever.
Yeah.
So it was just allegations made. Unless they can find something, there's a big apology coming to all sports, especially the 6 clubs that got named.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what do you take from the what's it, vials of urine they found at Skill Park?
Oh yeah, Gold Coast, yeah, finally a vial of urine. Mate,
Were there not Dunnies there or something, or what?
I think it's a bit odd. I mean, come on. Well, you've been stockpiling bodily fluid for years.
Well, that's different though. I'm preparing for the apocalypse, mate. I want to repopulate the earth, and there's only so much loving that I can do. So you got to stockpile slightly.
Fair enough, and thankfully none of that will be tested in the coming weeks.
I'm a prepper, Sean. I'm a prepper. Anyway, sorry.
Mate,
What are we talking about today? Cricket season's done.
Cricket season's done. So I was actually speaking to one of my sources the other day.
Your source?
Yes.
Does the source have a name?
Oh,
What are your sources?
Old mate from the pub. But you're splitting hairs here, alright?
What did the old mate from the pub say?
Well, old mate from the pub, he did give me a bit of intel.
Yeah.
Told me something, confirmed with me. Channel 9 is, they put the kibosh on their idea. They were going to have Gary Larson and Tom Rodonicus join Darren Lockie on the sidelines.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, I can't believe they didn't do it.
I was going to spend the entire season trying to figure out what the fuck they were saying.
Oh, come on, what do you reckon? You doing well? I don't know, what do you think, Gary? Oh, get along.
Punch on.
Darren Lockie's a commentator. You know how you hear the good old, someone's got a face for radio?
Yeah.
Darren Lockie's got the worst commentator. Quite a great player. There's got to be some coaching job out there for him.
You think so?
But it looks good in a suit, I'll give him
If
that.
people like Freddie Fittler can get a good commentator, I guess anyone's good, right?
I'll not hear any bad mouthing.
I love Freddie Fittler. Don't get me wrong, but he's an interesting commentator at best.
Great commentator, brings me to light. It brings me to light to the game, as me and you do.
You know what I was thinking to myself as well? I was thinking, Shane Webke.
Yes.
Get him in as a speech coach.
Mate, eloquent. He's fantastic. Honestly, he should be running for Parliament, to be honest. Shane Webke
Should run for Parliament.
He should.
You'd vote for him for Parliament?
I consider it.
I
put a number next to his name. Yeah, exactly. Gillard, Abbott, Shane Webke. I don't remember any man of them had performances from... she's an AFL supporter anyway. She knows.
She isn't she?
Anyway, this is what politics.
What are we talking about AFL for? Back to the game, mate. Let's go.
Mate, you know what? This time of year is fantastic. Do you know why?
Why is it fantastic, mate?
Mate, this is the time of year where every fan still has that hope that the team's not going to suck this year.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Well, except of course for Parramatta
Well,
supporters.
Parramatta dead last year. Maybe dead last again this year, who knows? Get to it, I guess.
No love for them at all, but let's discuss that a bit more as we go through every team. And show no bias here, we'll actually go alphabetically.
Alphabetically, I do like alphabetical, it's very systematic. Let's do it.
I like order. Let's dig it.
Alright.
Who we got first, mate?
Well, going through the alphabet, there's no A's, let's go B's. Broncos. Broncos, now they have a huge signing this year, I think. Scotty Prince. I think Scotty Prince has decided that he needs to get himself a premiership before he's actually he's got some premiership already, doesn't he?
Yeah, with the Tigers.
I've lost the plot. Nevertheless, he wants another one. He's gone over to the Broncos.
Yep.
How do you think they'll go?
Well, you know, I don't think it'll go. I think they'll go okay. I don't think they'll do that well. It was a good addition for him. Corey Norman really didn't step up. He's got the potential, but does he really have the temperament? Peter Wallace is an organiser. He does really well, but he lacks a spark. Or is that where Scott Prince can join? I think it's all going to be a bit mediocre. But there's one thing. Good old Anthony Griffin will not be telling him to break a leg before the game. The last couple of ones. But no, mate, predicted finish for the season proper. I reckon they'll just finish outside the finals in 9th position. Mate, Canberra, the Raiders. Mate, they'll be looking to continue their late season form. They really stormed home last year, but addition this year, it's almost an addition. Terry Campese.
So he's back.
He's back.
Terry Campese's back.
He is back.
How long will he last?
He is $1 million man. They have the technology. They can build him. How long is his knee going to last?
They can build everything except his receding hairline. That's
a
build his
bit
knee up. Maybe you can get Andre Pistorius as...
Oh, yeah,
let's not go there too.
Yeah, we won't go there. Anyway, mate, what do you reckon about Canberra?
Mate, I think they'll do alright. If Campese plays well and if he plays more games than he's done in recent history, I think they'll do alright. I think they're top 8, I think 7th.
7?
I think 7th.
I think they've got the squad. Dave Fern on that 7 sounds good.
Yeah. What do we got next, mate? We've got the Canterbury Bulldogs.
Yes, Canterbury Bankstown
Bulldogs. They've signed the largest human being in the world, descended from the prehistoric era, the Tongan T-Rex, mate. How do you think they're going to go?
Prehistoric era. There was Tony Carroll. Tony Carroll's an Israel, wasn't he? He might have been the nicest bloke, but he did look like he was unfrozen from Encino Man.
Either that or a Brachiosaurus, one of the two, but nevertheless.
Anyway, let's see how Desi goes. Can Desi get the best out of T-Rex, Tony Williams?
I think so.
I think he can.
Yeah.
I think James Graham early on losing that will be a bit hard the first few weeks, but almost half the season. But yeah, they'll do well. Ben Barber on fire.
Oh, he's on bloody absolute fire, mate.
Yeah. Josh Morris too, by the way, form centre.
No Nick Morris. No Nick Morris. Reminds me of a Staffy, actually.
The only bloke I've ever been able to see, he chased down Greg Inglis twice.
Yeah.
Can you name anyone else who chased him down once?
Oh, I know people that try. They usually get palmed in the face, though.
Exactly, yeah.
People just don't even bother anymore.
He's unreal, Josh Morris. Yeah, he's playing fantastic football.
Yeah.
We talking footy, say the Bulldogs will finish 3rd. Who we got next in alphabetical order? Well,
the Sharkies.
Yeah, while some clubs have, they've been aggressive. None have been as impressive as the Cronulla Sharks. The boys from Southern the Shire, they went hard. They smashed the Tigers and the Panthers to get their roster. But goal kicking ace Michael Gordon, he'll be the person.
Michael Gordon, the bloke who signed your jersey, right there, has decided he's going to go over to the Cronulla Sharks, mate.
Although I'm a bit upset that he left because I don't think we'd seen the best out of him.
I don't think so either.
I think if he stays fit.
I think he stays fit. Maybe 4th or so, I think.
Yeah.
I reckon he'll be quite well, yeah.
You gotta remember, injury-free, he's an Origin player.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And injury-free, he would have been playing for Australia by now. Like, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
He's that good. So, well, now that you're on at Penrith, and this is nothing against you, mate, personally, but I hope you kind of roll your ankle the week before Penrith.
That's terrible.
Just a slight strain. Well, for 1 week.
Well, what are you going to say about Jennings when we get to him, mate? That's what you're saying about bloody...
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Harder bridge from the looks, I think.
Well, mate, we spoke about big losses there. Gordon's a big loss, but another big loss is Scotty Prince. That takes us to the Gold Coast Titans, mate. How do you think they're going to go? They've got the largest headed player in the world in Big Dave, Big Head Taylor.
He is big, isn't he?
How do you think he's going to go? How do you think the Gold Coast is going to go?
Mate, the Coltrane. There's a lot of talk about it too.
Yeah.
A whole lot of talk about this move.
Yeah.
Look, I think just like his form in the Gold Coast last year, between them both, the whole squad will be inconsistent. I mean, Greg Bird and Nate Knowles will be their normal, regular, tough selves. But Aiden Setzer's a start. But I really think they're going to struggle.
I think the biggest news for Gold Coast is probably the installation of a toilet at Skill Park. So I think that's the big news. That's what you got to look forward to, Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Don't look forward to doing well this season.
No.
Right?
12th?
Yeah, 12 sounds good enough. Let's put them down at 12.
12 sounds good. Mate, Manly, they're going to look to keep their finals going well. They've been top 14 for the last few years. They've been going strong.
Anyway, sorry.
You and 99% of the rest of the world. Mate, the bloke to look out for this year. Don't worry about their additions. Just worry about their young half, Dally Cherry Evans.
Dally Cherry Evans. Mm-hmm. That bloke's got the longest neck ever, I think. I mean, is the Guinness World Record holder for the longest neck? Surely. I think it is. I think he's got... Here's his war case, you can see. He's got one of these. He's got... Alright. Premiership medal hanging just there. He's got his test jumper over here, and then bang, right there, his plaque, Guinness World Record. He beat a giraffe. He beat a giraffe. And I'll speak of Brachiosauruses before.
Yeah.
You got him and a Brachiosaurus for the longest neck.
Well, that's why Brett Morris is so quick. He's got to keep chasing Delhi.
Anyway, what does that take us to? How Manly going to do, actually? We were talking about Manly. What are they going to come?
They're a solid squad. They've got everything well. They've handled the Asada thing pretty well too.
I thought they did pretty well. Jeff Tooby, I think he's a fairly switched on bloke.
I love Toobs. Always have.
Pretty well.
Toughest player I've ever seen, and he's also brought that into the coaching ranks.
So. Well, that's right. And gives hope to short people like myself, actually.
Oh, he's unreal, isn't he?
Well, I don't think so.
You got to remember, he was a blonde-haired, good-looking young superstar. He finished the game scarred and mangled, looking almost like Kevin Campbell. Mate, Manly, they'll do well. They'll stay strong. Don't think they'll be top 4, but they should finish the season 6.
I think 6th, yeah. Which takes us to Melbourne now, mate. Alphabetically, Melbourne next.
Yep.
Now, they are unbelievable. They're finally, legitimately, under a solid cap. I've spoken to Deloitte and various other accountants and they've affirmed this. Will they be able to continue in their winning ways, mate?
I had a question for you.
Oh, here we go.
Do they have Cameron Smith?
The accountant himself, they do.
Yeah. Do they have Cooper Cronk?
They do it. Last time I checked, they do.
Yeah. Don't worry about Billy. Billy Slater can actually go injured and Melbourne will still do well.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Billy Slater does so much for that team, but he does not get the ball if it doesn't come from Cameron Smith and Cooper Cronk.
Well, that's right.
They're superstars. They're great, but found a chink in Cameron Smith's armour.
Have you told anyone else about this?
No, thankfully he was there for all to see. Remember last year, he was kicking. Not that great.
No, it wasn't the best, was it? No.
Yeah. I found out why.
What was that, mate?
I was checking some footage. Doing my preparations for this year.
Yeah.
And I actually found out why. Now, remember how there's a lot of kickers going on. It's been happening for years, how they have certain rituals before every attempt.
Oh, like Girdler and Piggy Riddell.
Girdler.
Your mate Girdler decided to make a guest appearance, by the way, if you can see him.
He'll be a regular on the
He'll be a regular, will he?
Yeah. But
that doesn't say much though, does he, Girds?
He doesn't need to when it looks that good.
Anyway,
mate, other than the Intercept King here, seeing how well they did, Cameron Smith decided to tinker with his run-up and it didn't come off quite as good as he thought. We've just got some footage to show you here. Yes. Mate, as you can see, didn't quite work out that well, but doesn't matter. Melbourne still do good. I reckon they'll finish second by the season prior.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Who we got next up? Alphabetically, we get to Newcastle, Steel City. Mate, they will be expecting a much bigger return from Wayne Bennett after a very forgettable 2012. Mate, Willie Mason, Renaissance man himself.
Willie Mason. Big Willie Mason. Biggest Willie since Tommy Lee, I think, mate. Tommy Lee in US Marshals with Wesley Snipes. Biggest Willie since then.
Not Tommy Lee Jones, you idiot. Tommy Lee, the drummer.
I know. Got to go. Settle down. Anyway, getting back to it.
Anyhow. What do you reckon in Newcastle?
Newcastle, look, I don't think they'll do that well. I think Bennett will try. I think they'll probably finish 11th, 10th, 11th, I think.
Remember this time last year everyone was saying premiership favourites?
Yeah.
Remember, you know what they're saying this time this year?
This time, yeah.
Oh no, they're going great. They'll definitely be final stuff. You're not. They're not going to be. Jared Mullen's a star but inconsistent. Kurt Gidley is, oh man, if only so many people had his enthusiasm, because he's definitely got no talent. He's so enthusiastic and he tries so hard and I'll never shirk his effort. He's got a great amount of effort. I just don't think he's got the talent there. Especially not to play. He's not the best halfback, he's not the best 5'8", he's not the best centre, he's not the best fullback. That's why he's not a good utility. You know what he'll be?
What will he be?
He'll be a great trainer once he retires.
If he's something to run out the water, run out the game, right?
He'll be still battling Ronnie Palmer. He'll be going until he's dead. We'd love you, Ronnie.
Mate, that takes us to North Queensland, who have, I think, one of the best players going around in James Tamo.
Yeah.
How do you think they're going to do, mate?
Mate, they've re-signed Tamo. They've just re-signed Matt Scott. I'm going to throw it out there. North Queensland minor premiers.
That's a bit cool.
It is a bit cool. I think they've got the squad. I think they've got the depth. I think they've got the talent and the temperament to really go on with it. They were burnt last year. A couple of years they've just slacked off. Barring any problems going around the Jonathan Thurston contract saga, which I think will be stitched up before Origin. Either way, they're professional blokes. They get around it well. I really do think they're going to finish on top.
Minor premiers.
That doesn't mean they're going to win the grand final.
Well, have you called up your mate Tom Waterhouse and put some money on it, mate? Because I reckon they'll be paying pretty good odds.
It's the only time I'm calling Tom Waterhouse telling you there's fucking hands off television. Every ad, mate. Even on like the Wide Water Sports, you got it on. Stop it, Tom. You're actually driving people to bet with other people. I'm a centre-bet man, but not Tom Waterhouse.
I'm a bet 365, mate. If you got Samuel L. Jackson for any product, I will buy it. I will spend my money. Samuel L.
Hey, if Samuel L. Jackson started doing tampons, I'd buy them too. Anyhow, where does that get us to here? Mate, Parramatta. My favourite club.
Your favourite club?
Yeah, mate, they'll hope my mate Ricky Stewart will really...
Ricky Stewart?
No, Ricky. They'll hope they'll bring the best out in Chris Sando. The big question is, can Chris Sando deliver?
Mate, the only delivery Chris Sando is able to do, or able to take, is from Pizza Hut, mate. And even then, the order's wrong. He's really getting chicken delivered to him from Pizza Hut. I think he's got no idea. I think he's got no clue. I think Parramatta are going to do absolutely garbagely. Wooden spoon was last year. I think very close to it. Maybe 13th or so this year.
Oh, that's an improvement on last year, mate.
It's improvement at least, but
I'm not going to argue.
I wouldn't even bother, mate.
Yeah.
Parramatta wouldn't even bother. Ricky Stewart will try.
Yeah, Ricky's great.
He'll try.
Rennie's great.
Mm.
Tim Manor. He's a bloke who should
Timmy
be.
Mannor's a real player. Yeah.
Do yourself a favour. Nathan Highmarsh was a superstar, and he was at the club for too long because he's a loyal man. Tim Manor, you're a talent. Get out while you can. Do yourself a favour. Get out. Jared will jump. He's not going to be alive.
I think he will too. Yeah.
Jared Hayne will jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, mate, that takes us to the next P, and that's Penrith. You've been waiting for this. How do you think they're going to go, mate?
Well,
They got Dean Farrar this year. He looks alright.
it's been known we've lost a few players in the off-season. A few big names. In fact, 3 State of Origin players.
Yeah.
One of them to...
One of them to the greatest club in the NRL. Jennings, good choice. Keep up the good work, mate. Keep up the good work.
Mate, the difference between Dean Farrar and Michael Jennings is Dean Farrar is a current test player. He didn't get that one test against France. But no, he's consistent. He carved us up every time. He can play fullback quite well as well. We've got a couple of good additions. They're going by... Now, this isn't to say anything about a couple of the players they've let go, especially Luke Lewis and Michael Gordon had signed just to get a fresh start. They're going by no dickheads policy.
No dickheads policy.
That's what they're doing. They're trying to build a proper
yeah.
culture at the club, weed out some old stuff, in with the new. And like I said, there's nothing against Luke Lewis or Michael Gordon. Luke needed something fresh. He's done.
You didn't mention Jennings. Is there anything against Jennings? Nothing against Luke Lewis. Nothing against Gordon.
I turn up to work drunk, I get fired.
Yeah.
He copped the fine. He can stuff off.
He's got the money to pay it too. You bought the pay
it's the time heals all wounds. He's already left. I was upset when Brad Fittler left, but I had no ill feelings toward the Roosters. This time I'm going to stab you.
I don't think anyone was expecting that. Newsflash.
Mate, you took Gus Gill, you took Matt Steen, you took Brad Fittler.
Matty C. What a player you were.
I know. And you've now taken Michael Jennings. I hope you take it in the backside. Seriously.
No, not for you, mate. Thank you.
Penrith, they've got it. They bought big. When I say big, not big names. They bought a lot. But a lot of youth, a lot of experience at the same time too. Building a squad together. Barring injury to the halves, we're looking at a good finish here. They're going to sneak. Don't have the squads everyone else does, but we think they can finish in the 8th. So just 8th.
And then you're hoping for a Warriors type run, I think, once you get there in the 8th.
Yeah, definitely. Trying to really run it hard like the Warriors and Parra did in those finals. Different final system now, which is better.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Look, our finals finish is happy for me.
I think 8th is alright, man. I think 8th is probably correct.
Yeah.
So I agree with that.
Yeah, I like it. Where do we go from Penrith? We got Illawarra. The Illawarra Steelers.
The Illawarra Steelers.
AKA to all you other people, the Cogra folk out there, St George Illawarra Dragons. Now, they've brought in Gerard Beale. Gerard Beale to try to, bolster their attack because it's been sputtering. I don't see it happening. What about you?
Mate, they've got a very good back line. They've got 3 international players in the back line.
Back three?
Back 3, that's right. So, look, I think their team is better than the result they're going to get. I genuinely think they're going to get the wooden spoon. I think that's a big shock, but I think they're going to get the wooden spoon.
No, they're a shadow of their former selves.
Yeah,
they really are. And
their glory days were Trent Barrett.
By the way, you know where Trent Barrett is right now?
Where is he?
He's the halves coach for Penrith.
Is he?
Yeah, I love you, Baz. But they're just because the team wins the wooden spoon doesn't mean they've got the worst roster. But Nathan Feen, I love him. He's a winner, by the way. Like, he really is. World Cup winner, premiership winner. Everywhere he goes, he's done well. He's getting a bit long in the tooth. Can he play halfback? Can Jamie Soward continue to just kick and not take on the line? Like, when was the last time he even made a line break where he didn't score an intercept?
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Quick bloke.
Yeah, he's quick, but does he break the line though? Just because he's fast doesn't mean shit.
That's true, mate, that's true.
Yeah.
So,
wooden spinners.
Wooden spinners, yeah.
Yep.
Alright, who we've got next, mate? We've got South Sydney Rabbitohs. South Sydney Rabbitohs came good last year.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
I think Reynolds is absolutely on fire. How do you think they're going to go this year, man? Are they going to back it up? Is it going to be second year running going to do well?
The second year syndrome has hit a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'll put it this way. It didn't hit Laurie Daly. It didn't hit Brad Fittler. Didn't hit Andrew Johns. It's not going to hit Adam Reynolds.
Yeah?
No. He's not a flash in the pan kind of player. You can see it in the way he plays.
Yeah.
He's got skill, he's got vision. There's what a lot of people don't have in the game.
You know, he's also got an Origin jersey coming up to him, I think, this year.
He keeps it up.
Oh, I think
Mitchell
he does.
Pearce should be looking over his shoulder. If not a starting spot,
Yeah.
he'll be on the bench. It'll be tough too if he gets picked on the bench. Because Robbie Farrell will be starting halfback, no worries.
Yeah.
If Adam Reynolds is picked on the bench, Mitchell Pearce doesn't produce in the first 40. That's Mitchell Pearce's last Origin jersey.
Look, I'm a Roosters fan, but Mitchell Pearce, I think we've got to drop him for the Origin. He just doesn't come up with the spark. He doesn't come up with something special when you need it.
He's solid, but he doesn't control the game.
That's
He's
right,
no Ricky. He's no
Freddie,
he's no
Jones,
Joey.
he's no
Alfie. He's no JT.
Well, that's right.
You know, Adam Reynolds has that ability.
Yeah.
Plus, superstar goal kicker.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's unbelievable, actually, yeah.
Clutch pressure goal kicker.
Yeah.
And we haven't even touched on the fact that another Burgess brother came. Another big
that's
bopper.
right.
The biggest one of them all,
Four.
which is saying something. And
Which one's injured today?
Luke Burgess. Which is a shame. He's the oldest one. Eldest
right.
at 24.
Right.
And that's unfortunate. So hopefully he gets back because he's a really good player. And
Imagine getting into a fight with one of them on the field, eh?
I'm cool.
And then you have to fight
I'm
the
alright,
other
eh?
three.
I'm okay. Yeah, you start one, you got smacked by four. It's like the Mighty Duck syndrome, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he's doing the flying V going down the field with Inglis getting the ball behind them. That'd be brilliant.
We haven't even touched on God's gift to rugby league. But look, let's face
Greg
it, it's Greg Inglis. He's going to be a superstar again.
Palms every bloke in the face.
No, he doesn't need to. Palms him in the chest. Did he opposite? He's the only bloke who can do this.
Well,
At full flight.
That's true.
Anyway,
Yeah.
South.
We digress. How is South going to do? Fifth.
Definitely could be top four, but I think they'll be smacked around by the Origin period this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they will have a bit out.
How do you think they'll go in the finals though?
Just depends. They could have been grand finalists last year, but Adam Reynolds' injury, who knows? Bulldogs were playing well.
Yeah.
So we'll see how they go. Mate, that moves us on to another club.
Well, what does that take us to? We're now at the
We're now around about the Eastern Suburbs.
the Eastern Suburbs, the greatest club in the NRL.
The latte drinkers. Look at this guy.
Mate, we have bought.
He's from Great Staines.
We've bought.
He now lives in Petersham.
I've progressed.
Like every
I've
single,
moved up in life, that's what I do.
even like the Roosters players.
I'm on lattes now, Sean. I've left my Western Suburbs friends behind. I've moved on to greener pastures.
Mate, just like all the Roosters players, you can't grow your own. You got to get it. You got to come from somewhere else to start with. Listen, millionaires tags.
When you
Nick
got the money,
just
mate.
throws it out there.
Oh, he does.
Mate, you've bought big.
We've bought brilliantly. Maloney,
You could have, yeah.
Jennings,
And money.
OMG, SCW, as Channel 9 told me.
Yeah.
Sonny Bill Williams.
Oh, LOL.
Hashtag SBW we've got for this season. I think he'll do alright actually. Sonny Bill.
You think he'll do
I
alright?
think he'll do alright.
I think he'll just be like his heavyweight fight, and he won't go more than 10 rounds.
Well, it's not his fault, mate.
No.
He hit it alright, and then the peptides kicked in on the 10th bloody round for Francois Beaufort. I decided.
I don't think you understood what I meant. He's not going to go more than 10 rounds. He's not going to play more than half the games for
But
you.
he's going to forget there's 11th and the 12th and decide he's going to
No,
win it.
he's going to go. His quad's going to
He's
go.
going to take the premiership at the 10th round and walk out.
Look, he's an old gunslinger from the old west for hire. All right, he's not going to spend more than 6 months with your club. He's going to stuff off to Japan. He's going to stuff off to France. If the moon had a tiddlywinks fucking competition, Sonny Bill would be there to make some money.
Tiddlywinks.
He's a superstar. He's an absolute
He's a
gun.
good player. He's a great
Does he
player.
have any
Natural
loyalty?
athlete.
Can he stick to it? I can't see the Roosters actually doing any well this year because of the uncertainty around. Michael Jennings is a great thing to add some spark because Sean Kenny-Dowell drops the ball too much. James Maloney is unreal. Mitchell Pearce directs, James Maloney takes on the line, and he's a goal-kicking superstar.
We've got Luke O'Donnell too, mate.
Luke O'Donnell's great guy.
Phenomenal, actually.
That's a great guy.
That's a really good boy. How old is he? He's
32. He's 32.
Getting on, but he's still good.
Going on 21. Because he missed a lot of football earlier on due to some big injuries, like when his groin got ripped off the bone. And he had, a 12-week suspension for a head high on Michael Monaghan.
That's the problem with Luke O'Donnell. First game, he could come out there and he could decapitate some bloke.
Or he could score 3 tries and break
Exactly.
the line. Like, he's a star.
He's a good player, yeah.
So, the Roosters, though, just like same with the Dragons, you don't have to be the best roster to get in bad position.
I've been told the official position, I'll say the official position is 10th. Now,
That's from talking footy.
that's the official position. That's the talking point.
Yeah.
I digress from that talking point. I think we'll come third.
I think
Talking
that-
footy thinks they're going to come 10th.
But they might finish in there. They can. I don't think they will.
But anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
Here we go. We've got the Warriors. The Warriors are always... The Warriors are a hit and miss type of team, aren't they? But they've lost... They've lost Maloney. Who they got?
Mate, they've lost a lot. They did pick up a few. They actually picked up Dan Nielsen, Todd Lowry. They picked up a former player, World Cup winner, premiership winner with Wigan as well. Thomas Lulawai comes back. There's stability around there. They've also picked up Harry Saker, Penrith, Australian junior halfback, New South Wales junior halfback as well. Defensive liability, that's why go. But Sean Johnson, that's the big one to look at. He can step. He can jink. He can score. Can he direct the team around the park? Talking footy says no.
You know who was also good for the Warriors last year?
Who's that?
Luck. Was it Kevin Locke or Kevin Luck?
Okay, Kevin Locke's a star.
Yeah.
He's
I think he was brilliant.
talent. He's unreal. Michael Luck is retired,
Yeah, right.
which is a shame. But Todd Lowry comes in, same kind of player. Doesn't mean he's the same player. Michael Luck was great. Unlucky not ever get a Queensland jersey, to be honest.
Yeah, right.
But Todd Lowry should fill in those boots.
Yeah.
Simon Mannering once again is good. They're way too inconsistent. It's just been the Polynesian way in New Zealand. That's just the way it goes. I'm not sure what it is. It might be the way they're coached. It might be the way they attack training. But they just always seem to be very... They're Felipe Mateo. Mateo. They're Manu Vadavai. Diamonds one day, rocks the next. I see no love for them this year. I see some resounding victories and a lot of losses.
Some dizzying heights and some earth-shattering lows, I think.
Mate, where do we think? 15th?
Yeah, I think 15th.
Yeah,
probably right.
Fair enough. Brings us to the last team alphabetically, the West Tigers.
The West Tigers.
Mate.
We've offloaded some of our garbage at the Roosters. We've offloaded it straight to the West Tigers.
Is Braithen Astor the man to lead them to glory?
Look, short answer no. Long answer no. Even longer answer, fuck no. Why, in God's name, would you give Braithen Astor a contract? It's been garbage.
The funny thing is, talking to a friend the other day who met him not long ago, and I truly believe that this is true as well. I know it in my heart it's true. He said to him after a while, after having a very enjoyable dinner, you know what, you're a really nice guy. My whole family hates you. And Brandon Nasser's reply was, I get that a lot. I couldn't believe it. He just looks like such a nice guy, but we all hate him. We do. And the funny thing is, it's been 10 years. I still hate him. He looks like a genuine guy, but no, I'm sorry.
But there must be something about him though, because he just has the most attractive women, and
he had everything.
It makes you hate him even more.
He had everything put to him on a silver platter at a young age. He got a test jersey for no reason. He got Origin jerseys when he probably shouldn't have, but he won a premiership. He did well there.
He did win a premiership.
But he had a team of Sonny Bill and Rennie when they were young.
And the best forward pack going around.
Yeah, Marco O'Mealy.
Where do you get your hairstylist tips from, mate? Marco O'Mealy.
I've actually gone the long Marco O'Mealy.
But
yeah, look, Tigers. Robbie Farah's fantastic.
He's fantastic.
Benji might as well be at the Warriors. He's that up and down. Chris Lawrence, if he stays on the field, will be great. Gareth Ellis is a bigger loss than most people think. Aaron Woods has just injured himself too.
Has he?
Yeah.
I thought he had a breakout season.
Aaron Woods is
absolutely brilliant.
Aaron Woods is a freak. Queensland's got to be worrying because New South Wales front row with Tim Grant, James Tarmo, Keith Galloway when he's on song, Aaron Woods, Tim Manor, Trent Merrin. Like seriously, you're in a world of trouble, Queensland.
I think so. I agree.
West Tigers, they're going to struggle.
Man, I think
Mick Potter coming in. Tim Sheens has been there for 10 years. Yeah, I think they're really going to struggle.
Well, as with every year though, what they'll do is they'll look like they're pushing for the 8th, and they'll end up not the 8th.
They'll be like 9th position with 2 rounds to go and lose heavily on 2 games. But look, that pretty much wraps it up for the look up. Brian, you've been a star.
It's been that.
I can't even remember the fool that used to do this job. Who was he?
Well, mate, he's cut. I think he's gone. I look forward to his tell-all interview with Maury Povich about his constant performance-enhancing drug use. We'll see what happens. Hopefully him and his mate
Yeah.
Lance Armstrong decided to I think give it up for good.
I think that, Dan's in the US at the moment. Is he visiting Lance?
Probably he is actually. He's stocking up on his supplies, I think, for the next season of Talking Footy. Problem is though, Lance Armstrong actually did well when he took this performance-enhancing drugs. Whatever Scott he's on, mate, there's something wrong with you. Read the label, Scotty. You read the label. And take orally means different to that, mate.
Suppository.
Tastes like strawberry.
Yeah, they're all oral. They're not suppositories. I'm sure this vitamin C does. Anyhow, mate, great episode. Brian, thank you so much.
Absolute pleasure, mate. Absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much to our sponsors at Josh Services for all your security needs, and also the eBay store Phillips 79. All footage shown on this show is due to him. Have a look, mate. Have a look there. I've got a library of it. He does. I've bought a heap of him. He's amazing. Yeah. He's also given me a couple of presents. You'll see later on. But thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you soon.
See you later.